Now, the Nigerian Stock Exchange has received a unanimous vote of admission to become a full member of the World Federation of Exchanges. Joining us from Seoul, South Korea to discuss this is Oscar Onyema, the CEO of Nigerian Stock Exchange. Oscar, congratulations on this endorsement by the World Federation of Exchanges. But what does this all mean? Help us appreciate the significance of this endorsement, the NSE becoming a full member of the WFE.
Thank you, Wale. For us, this is very significant. As you know, the WFE is the Global Trade Association for Global Exchanges, and they have very stringent standards for admitting membership. For us, we've been working on this for about 2.5 years, active application. We've been an affiliate member for about 14 years, and it just represents a validation of the transformation that we've driven at the exchange by peers and the largest exchanges in the world.
Right. And what can we anticipate this will mean for flows into Nigeria? Do you think this puts the NSE on the radar of some fund managers, perhaps from the US, from Europe, from Asia? Why is this significant for investment flows?
It certainly does, and the reason is pretty simple. A number of portfolio managers, as part of their investment criteria, would not invest in countries where the exchange is not a member of the World Federation of Exchanges. Like I mentioned earlier, the WFE has very stringent standards, and so full membership is a proxy for actually knowing the quality of the exchange that you're investing on their platform. So for us, we believe this represents a significant opportunity for portfolio managers around the world to begin to include Nigeria, at least with regards to this particular criterion.
All right, and let's talk about the NSE's planned trip to Asia. And this announcement is coming just before that. We understand that the NSE will be engaging Asian fund managers in December. What do you have planned?
Well, our plan really is to take some of our corporates and some of our broker-dealers and go out to Asia and introduce ourselves and talk about the huge investment potential that exists in Nigeria, and why portfolio managers should consider using Nigeria as a form of driving growth in their various portfolios. We intend to go to Singapore, Hong Kong, and Beijing in China, and we have planned to meet with a number of the portfolio managers out there. And obviously, we're working with our counterpart exchanges in those regions as well.
Right. So while you try to engage Asia, tell us about the flows from Europe, from North America. Where is the money coming from right now?
Well, you know, we are pretty well known in the U.S. and in Europe. We've done similar trips to Washington, D.C. and to New York, and London, obviously. And I just returned from Geneva, where we went for the World Investment Forum. As you know, we are signatory to the Sustainable Stock Exchange Initiative, and we participated actively in the global dialogue there. So we're pretty well known in these regions, and the flows are actually coming more and more from the European region through Luxembourg or through London, depending on the original source of the flows.
Right. Okay, let's talk a bit about what next for the NSE. Clearly, this is an endorsement of some of the reforms that you have driven. What next? Because we know that those reforms are ongoing.
Yes, for us, we intend to earn every day the trust that has been bestowed upon us. As you know, part of business of as an exchange is providing a platform that people can go in, buy or sell with the trust that that platform provides a fair and orderly market. And so we intend to continue to do that as we try to innovate and bring out new products to continue to drive improvements in the way the local market interacts and the sophistication of the financial markets generally in Nigeria.
Well, best wishes and congratulations on this endorsement. Oscar Onyema, the CEO of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, of course, reaching us from Seoul, South Korea.